Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives, I'm cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back the melody rap. Think I'll put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to precinct. Fuck LeBron. Fuck everybody on LeBron. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
What's goody? It's been a little minute, but we back. Salute Mrs. Nick, salute everybody in the chat. I can't see who's there because I'm on my phone. So if anybody's in the chat, salute to y'all. Salute to Dios, was goody. Man, that was Jimmy J. What's goody, Jimmy J? Appreciate y'all for pulling up. I'm on my phone, so it's a little tough to see what's going on right now. But man, what a tough game to watch. Tough game. I mean, coming the last game in Chicago, I didn't really get to catch up on that one, but this game, from start to finish, they just washed us up, man. Washed us up.
Yeah, so the Knicks lost tonight 105 to 142 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I agree, it was tough to watch. It was these games, and I keep saying it, I'm so annoyed because I know we're better than this. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't like to give excuses like we're short-handed because, last year that wasn't an excuse for us. And so it shouldn't be an excuse for us this year. Just, I knew when we went into overtime last night against Chicago that tonight was almost definitely going to be a loss. And I didn't even know that they played, that the Cavs played last night, but they played Brooklyn. You know what I mean? I think we played with our food yesterday, and it looked like we ain't getting no sleep last night. Well, today. And it's just super, super, super annoying because I know this team is absolutely better than this. I think you said it in our group chat earlier. Games like this show how crucial Josh Hart is to this team.
Nah, he's a big loss. I mean, just remember what he brings to the table, everything he does. Rebounding, his defense. What up, Matty Ice? Was goody. His defense. The way he pushes the rock, he pushes the pace. The loose balls that he always somehow, some way gets. Especially in crucial moments. So you missing all that, and not only that, but he plays like 35, 40 minutes. And he's playing like nonstop on the pedal to the metal all day. Pure hustle. So you missing that, and then you missing Mitch too.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten Mitch. So, which I was kind of hoping we would have been nice to see him out there today. I mean, that would have been nice to see, really.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of waiting already. Really, I'm tired of waiting. I'm excited to see the kid, and I already want to see him play, man. So I feel like every time we face these teams, OKC, Boston, Cavs, we always shorthanded. Always. I'm not. I'm and I don't. It is what it is. I stand on it. We never play these teams fully healthy. Never since the season started. First, it was without Precious, without Shaman, without Mitch for a while. You know. So like, I feel like once we get our guys back, I think everything's gonna be okay. But for right now, we just gotta keep pushing with what we got. I like even though they washed us up, like because they did from start to finish. I ain't gonna tip my hat to them all the way. But there was certain things that we did, like Huck Porty. There was my brother's over here nodding his head at me, but I don't care. It is what it is. Like I really don't care because it's the truth. None of these teams have faced us fully healthy. None of them. None of them. But anyway, there was certain things that Huck Porty did in this game defensively that I'm like, yo, if we keep playing him like that, he's only gonna get better. You know what I mean? So I think that if you add him with Mitch and Precious and those guys, don't just leave him in the bench, rotting out. Keep playing this kid. I don't know if you saw though that one it turned into an alley oop, right? Against us. But before it happened, he's like he's communicating with everybody, telling everybody where to be. I don't know if you remember that play.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that play? And
Mm-hmm.
he's like telling everybody where to be, communicating with them, and he kind of like if he would have reacted a little later, he would have blocked that alley oop from
Mm-hmm.
happening because he just missed it by that like by that much.
I think games like tonight against teams like the Cavs, you have to play that bigger lineup because Cat down there with Jared Allen and Mobley together, it's tough. It's tough for Cat. You know what I mean? Like these are the type of games where it needs to be a Cat Ariel, Cat Mitchell Robinson, because Precious is just too small for this kind of lineup. So it was tough. It's tough. Um, I don't
You
even
gotta
know what to
remember
say.
too. You gotta remember too. A lot of guys are playing out of position. Precious ain't a center. You could put
Right.
Precious at the three, at the four sometime. You know what I mean? Even
Right.
Josh is playing out of position. All because
Hmm.
Mitch ain't back yet. Cat is playing out of position. Cat should be a four, you know? So I think once Mitch gets back, that's gonna solve a lot of problems.
Yeah,
But in this
I
game,
definitely.
huh?
No, I agree. I think he needs to come back. He need.
Yo,
I
for
think he
real.
should. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm expecting him to play in Boston.
Yo,
Like
fam,
that's
like
how I
watch.
feel right now.
Yo, fam, like believe it or not, right? Our rebound, like look at today, right? They rebounded 48 to what, 32 or some shit?
Rebound
40, 40,
47 to 32.
47 to 32. That's not happening if Mitch is there. That's
No.
not. You know what I mean? That's not happening. That's an extra, he's like what, 7'7" 2" or some shit
Yeah.
like that. His wingspan is like, through the roof.
Right. And with as many shots as we missed, he'd have had a great game today.
Yo, like our offensive rebounding with him on the floor is crazy. With him
Right.
and Josh Hart, with just him and Josh Hart, it was crazy. So just imagine him, Cat, and Josh Hart on the floor at the same time. How the rebounding is gonna be different. We got
Yeah.
out rebounded completely today.
And the last couple of games, like there was stints against Chicago. We looked bad rebounding wise. And I think
Yep.
a lot of that last night was the missing of Josh. because for some reason he's a magnet for the basketball, right? So those long rebounds usually fall into his hands.
Right.
But with him not there and nobody else to, take over that, it's been tough to watch without him, for sure. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Today was just super tough, super, super tough. Like, I think OG looked rusty. I mean,
Yep.
it was
He
to be
hasn't played in a
expected,
while.
as to be expected. And then when you have a foot injury, like the mental part of it, of trusting that foot again, that's tough. And so they bring him back, and of course we need him defensively. But I don't expect much from him offensively, or even defensively. Like when you playing great teams like the Cavs and Boston, like, and you're just coming off injury, you're probably going to be a little step behind. And that's what it looked like today. And I mean, to be honest, like we said, 105 points wins a basketball game. The problem is not offense. As bad as our players played today, is defensively. We could get no stops. They were shooting lights out behind the 3-point line, and we couldn't get any stops. They were out hustling us in the paint. The two big bodies against Cat, it was tough.
I mean, listen, they was when teams are in a rhythm like that, it's hard to beat somebody a team that's knocking down all kind of shots on you, especially from behind the arc. But
Hmm.
that's what the Knicks has been all year long. Defense. Their defense has been their kryptonite. You know,
Hmm.
if they don't get stops, they don't win games. Especially
Hmm.
in the first quarter, when teams come out blazing like that in the first quarter, the Knicks don't ever win games, bro.
Hmm. Yep. And I feel like today we had 25 assists, which is my number, but I upped it to 27 last show. Against teams like this, like, we didn't control the pace at all.
Nah,
We didn't cut to the basket. It was like they were almost too scared because they had the two big men in the paint. Like, we need to be, like, to me, even Cat wasn't super aggressive going into the paint like he was yesterday against Chicago. Like, we need him to do that consistently, especially since he's struggling with the 3-point shot. We need him to be, more aggressive going into the paint. Like, fuck it, get one of they big guys into some foul trouble. Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of that wasn't happening today. They were playing, but those bigs. When you got bigs like that down low, they make it difficult for you to do things like that. But our guys was just off today. You could see it, you know. And they coming off a back to back. We don't want to play well off of back to backs.
that's why
They
I said
really,
we played with our food yesterday.
yeah, they don't really play well.
Like, we went into overtime, had to travel, and then had an early game today.
But that should have never. Chicago should have never been. I don't. You know. That's the thing with the Knicks sometimes that I don't be understanding. They be playing down to their competition all the time. What up, Wilton? What's goody, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. It's always like that with the Knicks. With the
Hmm.
Knicks, it's like Fraz said in the chat, the cardiac Knicks was outside yesterday.
Bro.
Today they was just a no show period.
Facts.
Today it was just a no show period. It started off okay. But then in that second quarter, you kind of see the Cavs started pulling off little by little, and
Hmm.
then start in the start of the third quarter, you just knew right away it was a wrap.
Right.
The
Yeah,
energy,
I
the
knew
energy,
basically at the end of the first quarter that they just didn't look like themselves. Like, they didn't look like the Knicks that we know that win games. They looked
right?
very flat. They looked like they didn't really care to be there today. And to be honest, like this isn't the time of year to play games like this. You know what I
No.
mean? I get it that our schedule is tough. I get it that we're playing all these, contending teams, but this is going to show what we're made of. So we're
Yeah.
either going to step up to the challenge or show that we ain't ready. And I don't think that we're not ready. I think we're ready. I think we just need to consistently show it. Um, and I'm okay with losing games, but I'm not okay with losing games by 30 something points. You know what I'm saying? Like if we would have lost by 2 or 3, all right, cool, I take the L. But continuously losing to these teams by these huge numbers, to me, is showing the world that we're not ready. And I don't believe that.
Nah, that yeah, for sure. I agree. The effort really wasn't there today. You could see it. But our bench guys gotta step up. Their bench completely annihilated our bench. Our guys didn't really, Deuce and Cam and those guys didn't show up at all.
No.
It was just Jalen Brunson and
Cat.
Cat today.
Facts.
That was
And a
it.
little Macau. And a little Macau. But, and again, no knock on Jalen Brunson because I adore him. But when he gets everyone else involved early on in the game, the outcome is usually different than what we saw today. And today, he was looking out for himself early on. And he didn't really get anyone involved. And he was hot, and I'm not mad that he took those shots. But as a point guard, you got to let everyone eat first, feel their temperature, and then you go off.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't he was, I guess he was like trying to put the team on his back.
Right,
And sometimes he falls into doing that, and we don't win like games like today, you know.
right,
But guys got to step up,
for sure.
like Deuce hit a couple shots, but he was like what 2 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
How many points he scored? Because I don't have
Five.
my huh.
Five.
5. That's my guy, dude. But Jesus Christ, come on, man, what the hell's going on? We need like
Right
15 from
after
you,
such a
man.
good game yesterday.
Yo, bro, we need like 15 from you, bro. Like what's up with my man Cam, man? I love your energy, but what the hell happened today?
Even the last couple of games he hasn't been on. And to me, even more concerning other than them is Landry Shamet. Like
Yeah,
you're
he
in
hasn't
there
played.
for a reason.
Yeah.
And guy, if you're not going to give us more than a few points, then we got someone in our G League that needs a spot.
Yo, and like he's not playing the way he was before that injury. Now I get
No.
that, I get that shoulder injury, whatever, you miss some time and it kind of messed up your rhythm, but he's not playing with that same intensity that he was back in
Hmm.
the preseason. Yo, in the preseason he was knocking down threes. He was playing well, but so far I haven't seen that. So, yeah, nah, it's tough.
For sure.
Shit, when I saw we was down almost 40 points, I said, man, I can't believe this is happening right now, bro. I watched the whole game. What's good, Mike? What's goody, bro? I watched the whole game. We were sitting here watching the whole game, and it was tough, man. It was tough. It was tough.
I don't agree
You
with
know,
this.
and we don't have a good bench. I think we have a good bench. I just think, with key pieces down, it's kind of tough, man. Especially when you facing these guys like the Cavs and the Celtics, when they got all their guns, all of them.
And I don't think we're outclassed. And I don't think we don't have the right pieces. I think we're not healthy right now,
Yup,
and I think we're still figuring it out. Like, let's not forget this team is a brand new team.
it is.
We still figuring it out. I'm not gonna say we're outclassed. Like, I don't agree with that. We have two superstars on our team.
Yeah, we do. We just gotta get healthy. We gotta get healthy. We gotta get right. And once that happens, everything should be fine. I'm not too concerned yet. Nah, Bridges is shooting okay, man. He's shooting better now than he was before.
And I don't, yeah, exactly. I don't agree with this comment either because I feel like going back to putting it back on the point guard. Like, Jalen gotta get him involved early on so that he can, he's one of those guys that once he gets going, he's going. You know what I mean? And so he needs to get hit in the paint, midi McCall for, early on in the game, check his temperature and get him involved. I think there's many games, including today and yesterday, where, you know, we don't go to him. And because he's not a superstar on this team, he lets Jalen and Cat eat, and he just does what he does. Excuse me. I think we need to make sure that these other guys get involved because Jalen and Cat, they can eat at any point, right? Because they're stars, they're gonna get their points. But if you want your bench and your role players to help, you have to get them involved.
Nah, it's true. But like I feel like at times though, McCall needs to
Be
take
aggressive.
over. Be more aggressive. Like we know you can do it. We seen you do it. We seen you plenty of times. Go to the basket, take it to huh? Oh no.
No, I definitely agree with you. I think he's still not 100% sure on his. I think
I'm
he's not a
sorry.
hundred. No, you good. I think he's not 100% sure on his, like, not his role, but like he don't want to overstep people's toes. And
Yeah,
it's
but at
like,
times, like in games like this, and I'm sorry to
I
cut you off. I'm
agree.
sorry to cut you off. But in games like this, when we need you, because I don't like because you right. But at the same time, it's like yo, bro, if you see that we struggling to beat a team like this, we need you to be McCall. We
No,
need you
I
to be
agree.
that McCall that dropped 40 on. You know what I mean? Like we
No,
need that McCall at times. When you
and
see
I
that it's just
100% agree with that.
when you see that it's just Jalen Brunson and Cat show, it's tough. It's tough.
No, I
You
agree
gotta lower the
100%.
volume, bro. You gotta lower the volume.
Hold on, chill out. Let's see who else.
0-6, yup, that's right. But remember, Mike. Remember one thing, Mike. 0-6 against them, but we haven't had a full squad. We haven't had a full squad against those guys yet.
Facts.
Every time we face them, somebody's always out, and it's always key players. It's always key players. The last game it was OG. Boston torched us, and then this is OG's first game back
Hmm.
after missing all that time. Josh is out too today.
Hmm.
I was trying to find something to do to take my mind off the game. I started to take my cat out for a walk because I couldn't take it. Yo, it was tough. It was tough, bro. It was tough. But listen, man, the Cavs are number one team. You gotta tip their hat, bro. Tip your hat. Give them their credit. A win is a win. They deserve it. You know what I mean? We just gotta do better. And it's always defense. It's always defense. It's always defense, bro.
All right, I'm gonna put up a series of comments because it's from one person, but yeah, we
Ah, I
going
see it. We don't have.
yeah.
That's my. Brunson needs to score. Period. That's my brother.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
I don't agree with this at all.
I'm telling you. Yes, he would have helped today. I'm telling you, he would have. He would have helped.
He would
Yo,
have
his
helped.
energy is different, bro. His energy, yo, he's shot. Yo, I'm telling you, when we need to shoot the three, he be knocking down them shots all the time.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it because I don't think Brunson scoring 40, we win every time.
Nope.
Brunson scoring 40 is slowing that ball down. That ball needs to move and our guys need to cut to the basket. That's
When
when we
when
win.
when
That's when
Jalen
we're at our
Brunson,
best.
right? When Jalen Brunson goes 25 and 10, that's when we win games and we blow out the other team.
Facts. What's your brother's name?
P.
P. We are missing one player. His name is Mitchell Robinson.
Yep. Mitchell Robinson is key, bro. Like people be sleeping on Mitchell Robinson and what he brings to this team. We don't need him to score. We don't need him to do offensive stuff. But all the putbacks and stuff, that's extra for us. All the putbacks that Mitchell Robinson gives us, all that shit is extra stuff. But what he
Facts.
does, rebounding, offensive rebounding, protecting the paint. You know what I
Facts.
mean? All that
Which would have
stuff.
been
That's
huge
all
today because
key.
they murdered us in the paint today. They
Yo, bro.
absolutely murdered us in the paint today.
Let me
66 to 38. That doesn't happen with Mitchell Robinson on the court.
Yo, remember what happened, okay? When we was in the playoffs and we had a healthy Mitchell Robinson and a 50% Julius Randle, and we completely annihilated Jared Allen and Evan Mobley.
Yep.
And now we got a cat who, everybody wanted cat.
Yep.
Everybody wanted cat. And he's supposed to be better than Julius Randle. Wait until we get Mitch.
Right.
And listen, by Cat by himself is averaging almost 13 rebounds a game. Wait until Mitch get back. Okay, I
Exactly.
want to hear y'all. I want to hear all this energy now. Wait until Mitch get back.
Right. And I think the one thing that keeps me going back to what Michael Brown said that we're 0-6 against these teams. The only thing that keeps me sane, to be honest, is the fact that we were 4-0 against Atlanta that year, that they whipped our ass in the playoffs.
Right. Yo, listen.
So, to be honest, we're at the point of the season where it's just putting ourselves in the best position to make a run in the playoffs, right? And
Right.
so that's to me the most important. And I know our guys they not gonna lose games to get a certain seed. They wanna get it, be as high a seed as we can be, and I get that. But once we make it to the playoffs, it's 0-0. Nobody's gonna remember that we didn't beat the Cavs or the Pacers or OKC. The only people that's
Right.
gonna remember that are parlay people when they start betting against us. Those is the only people. No one's gonna be like, "Oh shit, the Knicks ain't beat one of the top 3 teams in the league."
Nah, completely agree. Completely agree. Everybody want to bring up Mitch's injury though, right? But nobody bring up the injury why he got hurt. It wasn't his fault that he got hurt.
Right.
It wasn't his fault. You can't blame this last injury on him.
But you know what's so crazy? Like, it's always, oh, the Knicks players are injury prone, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't Donovan Mitchell get hurt every season? But no
Donovan
one says
Mitchell
he's
every year
injury
gets hurt.
prone.
Every year gets hurt.
But no one
Donovan
says
Mitchell
he's
every year
injury
gets
prone.
hurt.
There's so many players that are hurt season after season after season that have played less games than played less games than Mitchell Robinson. But because he's a Knick, he's injury prone. Like,
Right.
this last injury was absolutely not his fault.
Nope, he got dragged down by his foot. How you get
nothing he
dragged
could
down
have
by your
done.
foot and now you get blamed for that?
Right. There's
Darlene, what
nothing
up,
he could
sis?
have done.
What's
There's
goody?
nothing the training staff could have done. There's no preparing for some shit like that.
Not at all. Not at all. And he just came back from an injury.
From a foot injury.
Right. And then his other foot got hurt.
Hey, Darlene.
You know, I just think that once we get our guys back, we should be completely fine. I'm not worried about it, yo. And plus, look at how good we're playing with a team that's brand new.
Facts.
Like for a team that's brand new, we should not be a third ranked team in the NBA right now in the East. We should not be. All these other teams have been together way longer than us, and we a third ranked team in the East.
Right. Including the
We
Cavs
made
and
trades.
Boston. Like people hold us to that standard with them the way we hold ourselves to a standard with them. But realistically, Boston have been together for years. The Cavs have been together for years.
Yeah.
We're brand new. And not only and people will be like, no, but you know, a lot of the players were there. The dynamic of Cat is 100% different than when we had Julius Randle. It's definitely a different team.
I completely agree. I think, and you know, y'all know how I felt about Julius Randle, but this team looks better. And I could say before the trade was against trading for Cat. I was against it. You know, for some reason, for reasons that I think, you know, at the time, I think I had valid reasons for it. But this team looks better with Cat on the team. We just need to be 100% healthy when we face these top ranked teams. We're never 100% healthy when we face them, and it's been happening to us since last year.
Harlem.
I know.
P, we all were mad with the trade. I think we had a show and we all just vented about how pissed off we were about the trade. So
Yes,
yeah.
I did. But you know, I had reasons as to why I didn't want the trade, Pete. I had reasons as to why I did not want to make the trade. I had reasons. And I didn't and they weren't, you know, the reasons that I had were all valid and all facts. You know, but no one can ever say I questioned his talent. You know, I never said he was trash. I never said none of that. All I said was that, you know, there were certain things about him that I was iffy about. And his contract was one of them. You know? So
and his
but
toughness and he showed us he's been showing us differently.
right. So, you know, but salute, March Zone. What's goody? Appreciate you for pulling up. We do miss Devo. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. We do miss Devo. You
But
know,
do we?
Devo's
But do
miss,
we? Because he's not even playing right now.
but he's not playing right now. But you know, but we do like certain games. This is when I miss Devo, right? Because I felt like in certain games last year when we was down, Devo was like trying to get us fight to get us back in these games, and he was going off, which is what we need Mikal to do.
That's
In
what
a
we need
game
Deuce
like
to
this,
do.
where it's just Cat and fucking Jalen Brunson, we need you to take over, bro. We need you to take over, and you know, I feel like today that's where Mikal lacked in that aggressiveness.
Yeah. But then you also have to think having Devo with this team, his role would have been different. Not Let me not say that. His role wouldn't have been different. He would have got less time and probably would have been less effective because think about it. He would have been playing.
He would have
either
been on the
Deuce
second.
or Campaign's time,
He
and
would
they
have been.
hardly get time.
He would have been getting him and Deuce would have been the first two coming. We would not be seeing Shamit. I guarantee you, Shamit would
Right.
be.
But they barely play any minutes, so that's what I'm saying. He would have been playing less minutes.
Yeah, but in a game like this, where you know how it is with Tibbs though, it depends on how you playing. Cause if you hot, Tibbs is gonna play you.
Uh,
It depends on how you playing. You know what I mean? And who you are. And what Devo did for us last year in the playoffs and throughout the year, yo, you know he's getting minutes. You know he's getting minutes. He was the guy. Nah, I think. Listen, man. I just think that we missing our guy Mitch, man. I think once our guy Mitch gets back and we fully healthy with all our guys, all of them, every single one, y'all gonna see how physical we really are because the Knicks are physical. The Knicks are a physical team. We
I
are.
agree.
But I'm telling you, wait until we get our pieces, y'all. Mitch is not cooked. Mitch, all right, we're gonna see if
We
Mitch is cooked.
we will see because
Frankie
he ain't
Fingers was
cooked.
goody. Jimmy Butler, please. Jimmy,
Notice I didn't put that comment up because I'm not
yo,
entertaining his nonsense.
yo, I noticed. I peeped that you didn't even say that. Yeah, his contract is a very friendly contract now for us, but the trade worked out well for us because Devo and Julius Randle ain't even playing, so and to be honest with you, you know, Minnesota's looking terrible.
Facts. They almost like a playing team
That's
right
what
now.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, Mitch will neutralize Mobley. He will neutralize Mobley. I'm telling you, every team faces us. When all these teams face us, they face us when we're not healthy, and that's how they beat us because we're not healthy. Other than that, I go to bat with any team when we fully healthy. I'm telling you, put Josh. I'm telling you, once Mitch gets back, that automatically puts everybody back in position. All these guys go back in position to where they supposed to play originally. Cat at the 4, OG at the 3, McCall at the 2, Jalen at the 1, Josh to the bench. Now you're gonna see that bench put up points, and then Thibodeau is gonna mix it up. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be crazy. Y'all just gotta be patient. Now we listen. I'm not saying anything yet about the playoffs, but Cat is a four. Cat is a four because when Cat, the reason, let me tell y'all, man. Listen, why you think they got Rudy Gobert? Why you think they got Rudy in Utah? Why you think they made that trade
I
and they put
agree. I
Cat at
think
the four?
Cat is tall enough to be a five. He has the potential to be a five, but defensively, he's not a five. He's a
He's
four.
not a rim protector. He's not a
He's a
rim
four.
protector. He's not a rim protector. That's why they had to get Rudy. That's
Yep.
why
And that's why we have
Minnesota
Mitch.
went and got Rudy. So now when Mitch gets back, Mitch is your Rudy Gobert, your Rudy. Yes, he is. You can nod your head no all you want over there. Nod your head no
Facts.
all you want. I don't care. Listen, you can come up. I'll sit right next to you, bro. You can come and we'll both be on the show. Okay. We can both be on the
I'm
show.
typing. That's it, bro.
He said I'm typing. But P. Duggar, I agree. And I said it, I think I said it before you jumped on. I said this is the type of game where it should have been Cat and a big man because their two bigs was too much for Cat by himself, and Precious absolutely was too small to play. 100% agree with that.
Nah, this is a game where if Fraz was here, he would have been saying it the whole
He would have
time,
been.
yo. He would have been saying it the whole time. But shout out to Fraz and my guy P Town. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, man, I was saying it earlier in the show. Like I like Huck Porty. I like what he brings to us defensively. He's very like vocal out there, yo. Like I like that one little instant, and I know it turned out to an alley hoop. I forgot Evan Mobley did it. Um, but the way he read that play is what got me for a rookie second rounder. A guy we picked up. I think we got him in the second round, right? So,
Yeah.
I like that kid Huck Porty. I think he got potential.
No, he absolutely has potential. He reminds me a lot of Mitchell Robinson early on. I think the same as Mitchell Robinson. He was still learning the game, right? Because he's used to foreign basketball, right? He played professionally overseas.
Yeah.
So remember Mitchell Robinson's rookie season, he got into foul trouble a lot. Same thing with Huck Porty. He's been getting into foul trouble a lot. He The flow of the game is different in the NBA than foreign basketball. So are the rules. So he's still trying to figure it out. But I think once he gets it, it's going to be good. I mean, I think I said it on one of the previous shows that if the Knicks were to get rid of Mitchell Robinson for whatever reason, he would probably be, once he develops, the replacement.
Who Huck Porty
Absolutely.
to his replacement to Mitchell Robinson?
If the Knicks were ever to trade him.
Oh, if ever to trade him.
Right.
I listen, man. You never know. You never know. I mean, no. Listen, I think no. What she's saying is that he's gonna be his replacement if he gets traded. If the Knicks trade him, he could be the replacement. That's what she's saying.
Because regardless of the situation, regardless if because Mitchell Robinson's in all kind of trade talks every year. We don't know what the Knicks are ever up to with this.
No,
So
we
you
don't.
always
If
have to
the
think
Knicks,
about it, right?
yeah, yup.
Having Cat, you have to have a center. You have to have a center. Because Cat is not gonna play the five the way we need a five played, right? Like Cat, he rebounds well, but he's not a good offensive rebounder. You know what I mean? He's not a good defender in the paint, and he doesn't even do well when other teams' big men take him out to the 3-point line. So we gotta have a defender in the paint the way Mitchell Robinson is, the way he had Rudy Gobert in Minnesota. Like he has to play with a big that's comfortable in the paint. Uh-oh. I think Kev got muted. I think Kev froze. But yeah, I don't know. Cat and Huck Porty should really be good, and Sims should be the backup. Precious isn't good enough. Well, we don't have Sims anymore, so that's not an option. Sims is gone. Um, but I think Cat and Huck Porty. I mean, we've been saying it that they should be getting more time on the court together because if and when Mitchell Robinson comes back, that's what the lineup is gonna look like. Cat at the four. Chill out, man.
Nah, and I'm telling you, once Cat goes back to the four, homie's gonna go off, bro. It's gonna be a whole different ball game. I'm telling y'all that. But mark my word, Everybody could go back and screen record this. Do whatever y'all want. I don't care. When Mitchell Robinson come back and he come back healthy, and you can see it, and you can see that he put in the effort. Watch, bro. It's gonna be trauma for y'all, bro. Put that jersey up against it. Show him. Show. That's right. Go, Mitch. Come on, man. Once we get that back in effect, it's over. Telling you, because he's gonna even make us better defensively.
Absolutely. I think teams having 66 points in the paint with Mitch is not going to happen.
No,
That's not going to happen.
no. Even our blocks is gonna go up. Watch. Even our blocks is gonna go up, and not for nothing. But you could, even a little bit, even coming out to the 3-point line, defending the perimeter. He's not that bad either.
Mm-hmm. But just the amount of
I agree, P.
opportunities
Duggar.
he gives
Finally,
us.
me and P. Duggar could agree on something. I agree. I would love to see Cat and Porty play together.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Porty should definitely get that shot. We got that kid
Delonte Wright.
Devin Wright from Milwaukee,
And then we got a
right,
pick, I think, or
and
two.
a second round pick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Jericho is playing over there, is he?
I think today he played or was going to play. Let me see. Oh, their game is over. Let's see if he played. He played 18 minutes.
Well, he did.
He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, no points.
Okay. Basically what he did with us.
Facts, exactly. Oh
Nah,
man.
listen, man. I listen, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine. We just gotta be patient. That's all.
Facts. Well, let's see.
We're not dependent on Huck Porty, but he's a guy that you could develop. When you bro, you gotta play your young guys. A lot of these teams okay, fine. Look, you want to talk about how good the Cavs are, but look, they play their young guys.
Mm-hmm.
They play their young guys. They're developing their young guys.
Yep. Absolutely.
So
So, yep. Let's see. So we play again Sunday.
we play against the Celtics.
Yep. And I think it's a matinee game. Yep. 1:00 Eastern time game. Whew. What you think about that?
I think, listen, I think it's one of those stretches where depending on how, it's gonna be a tough game. It's the Celtics are a tough team to beat, you know, another top contending team. Listen, I love the Knicks too, but in all honesty, whether people like to hear it or not, when we face these teams, when you face these contending teams like OKC, Boston, um, um, and the Cavs, you just gotta be healthy. You gotta be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. Period. If you're not healthy, you're not gonna beat these teams.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's going to be a tough game, of course. I think depending on how the Knicks come out of the gate will tell me how prideful of a team they are. Because after today, they should be pissed off. And they should be starting that game like they're pissed off.
And you know what happens? And you know what happens when you just said that. You just
Yeah,
said it. You know what happens?
exactly. I mean, because I know this team is better than the product they've shown us against these, top
Yeah.
three teams. Hey,
What up,
Michael, how
Michael?
we?
What up, Michael? Appreciate you for pulling up, bro.
um, and the Knicks have responded well when losing games. I think all season we've only lost 3 games back to back, back to back to back. Um, I think they take losses personal, and they listen to fans and they go online and see all the shit that these Knicks fans talk after losses like today. And I think they have enough pride to at least give us a decent game. Not saying we're gonna win. I hope we do. Um, but I think we're not gonna get blown out by 30. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Let me tell you something, man. If that shit happens, boy, we in trouble.
Yeah. Wait, there was a comment here. Hold on.
Yeah, I think at some point, but remember, we only got Precious for one more year.
Yeah.
So it's only this year. So next year, I think there was a reason why they only bought him back for 1 year. And
I
they got
think
him back and they bought him back 1 year, 5 million. So I'm not mad at that.
right. And with Precious, I think when the cat trade happened, it was like, okay, they had to find pieces that kind of fit in. But there's no way of knowing it would fit in without this season, right? Like you wouldn't really know. So signing him for one year was a smart move, a smart business move. I think once we get to see him with our true second unit, then we can gauge if he's worth keeping. You know what I mean? Next year, and to me, 16 million or whatever he gets paid, that's pennies. That's pennies in today's NBA. But I wanted to go to this comment because it's funny that you can't judge Sims on stats, but everybody want to judge Mitchell Robinson on stats,
Right.
right? Because everybody always saying Knicks fans and non-Knicks fans that Mitchell Robinson ain't worth the money he makes, that Mitchell Robinson ain't shit because he don't put up points. And his stat line is always wild crazy other than rebounds. So how is there a double standard and this same concept doesn't apply to Mitchell Robinson? Nor Josh Hart, because how many Knicks fans say Josh Hart ain't worth the money when he don't put up a shitload of points, but he gives us hella rebounds, more rebounds than any fucking guard in the league, and he does shit that don't even go on the stat line.
Right. I don't know.
I'll
I
wait for an
can't.
answer.
You ain't gonna get one.
Right. Because that shit annoys me. Like, it's always
Yo,
okay for other teams' players, but not the Knicks players.
have
But their
people
young guy
watching
out there who
tonight. I
can
feel
run
like they
jump
are
out.
on the Twitch to see it. But listen, the same year the Cavs always start off like this. They always start off like this. Always. They
Remember the
always.
season that we beat them in the playoffs? Everybody said we was going to get washed in the
Yo,
playoffs.
they were the better team that year. They were the better team that year. I mean, go back to the standings. They were the better team the whole entire year that year. We never caught up to them.
Right.
Yo, telling
It's
you,
like
bro.
in the playoffs, they are a
Mr.
different
Sims on
team than a regular.
steroids.
Facts. That was funny.
Yeah, he is. Mitch did a lot of things Sims couldn't do. And I like Sims. Y'all know I do. But
Yep.
it is what it is, man. you get a fully healthy Mitch for the rest of the season, and the Knicks are gonna be
Then the
making a
dynamics
run.
of the team changes.
Yes, completely changes. You get your big man back, bro. And maybe now, being that Jalen Brunson averages 7, almost 8 assists a game, maybe now, he'll involve Mitch in the offense a little more, throw him some lobs, man.
Facts.
Because he likes to go to the basket a lot, Jalen Brunson. So if you see that you
Mm-hmm.
got like 2, 3 guys coming in at you, bro, Mitchell Robinson is gonna be right there. And you
Right.
can add that to that offense. That's gonna be crazy.
Your brother is wilding out over there on
Yo,
that phone.
listen. Yo.
So P, you want him to be mellow and just take and just forget
Melo
he
didn't
got a
win
team?
games doing things like that. Melo did not win games started. I mean, and Jalen Brunson doesn't have to do that. When you
He
got Cat
absolutely
on
does.
the other side, he just wants Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it is. He just wants Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks. That's what it is. And I get it. I get it. But I just feel like, like at that time, at that period of time, if we would have gave up what we would have had to give up, we would have been a whole different team right now. We wouldn't have had this team right now. There would be no OG or Cat on this team.
Yonkers ain't New York, you know that. Yonkers is Yonkers.
Yonkers, he's actually from upstate. Yeah, he's out of New York. He's
Right,
New York, but
exactly.
out of New York.
Like New
I
Yorkers, no, don't say Yonkers is
think
New
he's
York.
from White
That ain't
Plains
New
or
York.
something. but either way, if we get Donovan Mitchell, there's no Cat or OG or McCall on this team. There isn't. That doesn't happen.
No, our team would be mellow team worse. Mellow team worse.
Oh my God. Oh man.
We gotta get a hype man, someone that claps back. I think we have that. I feel like campaign is that. I feel like Josh Hart is that.
Right. Josh Hart is that for sure. He said Melo did not play with another star like Brunson. And that's why
Melo
Brunson doesn't need to go off like that.
Melo had Stoudemire. Was he not a star?
But yeah. Yeah, but Stoudemire was at the Phoenix Suns Stoudemire. But he did play. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
But
Stoudemire
Stoudemire
by
was great
himself.
before Melo came.
Right, yeah, Stoudemire was playing really well before Melo came, but when Melo got there, it kind of changed everything.
Right.
Everything changed.
It didn't fit.
It didn't. No, that Melo and Stat thing did not work.
And then you lose all the role players that made that Stoudemire team good before Melo,
Yo,
right? And so your brother wanting Donovan Mitchell would have did the same thing. Because
yo,
what did they want from us? They wanted everybody and all the
yo, they
picks.
wanted R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Rip Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin,
Exactly. So
Quentin Grimes, and they wanted 6 first-round picks.
right. They wanted like
A
11
whole
pieces.
basketball team. They wanted
Right.
a whole basketball team, bro.
That's
That's what people
crazy.
don't remember about the trade. And that's why Leon Rose was like, nah, we just gonna extend RJ Barrett. And that's when they extended RJ Barrett. It was like, nah, we good. We extended RJ Barrett, and then we went on to gentlemen sweep the Cleveland Cavaliers with Donovan Mitchell on the team.
Right.
All right. Hey, listen, it is what it is. It's a fact, bro. It's a fact. Okay, because you keep bringing up Donovan Mitchell, and I'm telling you why the trade was not made. The trade was not made because it would not. This team with Donovan Mitchell, yeah, this team would have been completely different. We gave 5 picks from the cow punk ass. All right. Wait, watch those 5 picks turn into nothing though, because they're not gonna turn into anything.
But was Mikhail a punk yesterday when he blocked Vujacic? Or was he a punk when he defended the hell out of Trae Young and everybody else that we just played? Because Donovan Mitchell don't bring that kind of defense. That did it for 34 games. Knicks was 17-17 at the trades. That just sucked after. I think the whole team just sucked after because we didn't have a team. It was that trade. That trade set us back, and making that trade that they were offering for Donovan Mitchell would have set us way back again.
Like this cat trade. As much as I love Julius Randle and Devo, that trade did not set us back.
Nope.
It did not set us back. But if you would have traded for Donovan Mitchell, who I think is a great player, by the way, okay, because I never hold on. I never said he was a bad player. I think Donovan Mitchell's a great player. He's a great player, bro. But the asking price for him was wild, bro. It was wild, insane. And Leon Rose, it was RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Mitchell Robinson, Obi Toppin, Quentin Grimes, and 6 first-round picks.
Okay, fuck all those guys.
Give them all and then have what? We don't have nobody.
But then after that, now how are we gonna change this team around with just Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell now?
But just hear me out. All of those guys are gone anyway. I kind of feel like OG isn't.
So now that all those guys are gone, right? So now you lost all those guys and 6 first-round picks. How you getting Cat? How you getting Karl Anthony Towns now?
How you getting OG?
How you getting any other star right now after you gave up all your assets for one player?
Now we gotta go out of free agency now.
What? Free agency.
Now you gotta go out of free agency.
Now we gotta
no
go.
one has come to us in free agency like that.
Honestly, you wouldn't take Donovan Mitchell over.
Nah, I'm not giving up 5 players. I'm not giving up 5.
We don't have any
listen,
of those players anyway.
We gave up 2 players for a star player in Karl Anthony Towns.
I agree.
Okay, that sounds a little bit more reasonable than 5 players and 6 first-round picks for one player.
Can I say something? We don't have RJ Barrett. We don't have Emmanuel Quickly.
But look at what those guys turned into. Those guys turned into OG. Those guys turned into OG.
But let me just make my point. We don't have any of them, and the 6 first-round picks, we gave up 5. I know that, like you said, with Mikhail, I understand what you're saying. We still gave up 5 for him. So we could not give up those guys and negotiated to 5 to get this guy.
I don't know, man.
That's
like,
what
I don't
saying.
know, bro.
Because listen, Julius Randle is not in that trade that you mentioned. So we still would have had Julius and picked up Devo and still could have gave the first round for Cat.
I don't know if that happens.
Julius
though.
Randle's name wasn't in that
But remember,
trade.
you giving up a lot of picks for him, bro.
I get what you're saying, but we only gave up 1 for Cat, my nigga. 1 for Cat. And you didn't mention Julius Randle's name in that trade. We still had Julius to trade, and they took Devo. We signed Devo. Yeah. We still would have signed him. We could have had Brunson, Mitchell, and Cat. Now what? I just explained it all to you.
I don't
let
know.
me say this.
Explains it all to you.
Every trade that we've made, since getting Jalen Brunson,
We got those three.
every trade that we've made since we've gotten Jalen Brunson is a Jalen Brunson trade. He wanted Macau. He wanted Josh. These were all guys that he co-signed for. So it all happened for a reason. If trust me, if Jalen wanted Donovan, we would have had him.
Yeah, I agree, but I think there's reasons as to why it didn't happen, and
Exactly. Absolutely reasons why. And you know what? I'm appreciative of this team, regardless, because we've never seen Knicks we haven't seen Knicks basketball like this since the 90s.
Nope.
But we're at the hour point.
Yep. Let's go, Knicks. You know, let's let's just go out there and get this win if we can. You know.
Yeah, we'll see y'all on, I guess, Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
I need the Knicks to come out hungry and pissed. Knicks, if you watching this, y'all should feel embarrassed. Y'all should feel angry. And I want to see that all translate to the court on Sunday afternoon.
I will say this after, you know, and we've seen it time and time again after we go on these little 3-game losing streaks, because I think that's like the highest, right? 3 games. We haven't gone past 3-game losing streak. So, you know, hopefully they come out with that same kind of bad energy after they come out with a 3-game losing streak and you know they take off, man. Hopefully.
Facts.
But man, we appreciate everybody that pulled up, you know, and chopped it up with us tonight after the game. You know, come by on Sunday so we could, you know, do the same thing, chop it up. I kind of, you know, enjoyed myself, even though it was a tough game, tough loss.
Facts.
Watching your team get washed up.
Facts. Make sure y'all hit that like button.
Word.
If y'all haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. And we see y'all on Sunday.
Peace.
Mic check 1, 2. Tell these rappers I'm outside, get them start acting up. Turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. Think I'll put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it.